Hey, Anxious Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. Today's reveal day. So that's the day that we get to see what colors we were able to create with our Firefly Petunia hybrids. Now, last fall, 3 of my junior high students took on a project to add color to Firefly Petunias. And we did that through traditional crossbreeding. So we took some standard seed petunias, unpatented material, just some stuff that I had seeded. I still have the package. I can't think of the variety name right now. But anyway, it was some seed material that I had planted and was in my yard. I harvested blossoms, brought them into our research greenhouse, and then each one of the young ladies that was in our hybridization project chose a particular color to hybridize with. So they each had their own dedicated stock plant, and they had their own color blossoms, and then they took pollen from our colored donor material and then used it to pollinate their individual stock plant. No peeking, no peeking. Not going to show you that yet. So anyway, after they'd done that, we had a few seed pods that did take and ripen. We harvested that seed after it was ripe. And then this spring, after our greenhouse sold a bunch of plant material and we had space again, I went ahead and planted up our seed trays. And now, unfortunately for them, school was out Thursday. So let's see, it's Saturday now. It's all kind of a blur. So like 3 days ago, school was out, and our first blossoms opened today. So ladies, if you wanted to see the color, you've got to watch this video. Other than that, I'm going to email them some photos of the work that they did. And I don't know, it's summertime. I don't think they'll check their email, but it'll be there. So anyway, we're going to take a look at some of those hybrids, and you get to have a first peek. None of them were open yesterday. They just started opening today. And for the rest of this week, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a bunch more blossoms come out. Now, you have to understand, this was all seed petunias, so there's not a whole lot of funky patterns. Everything is pretty much solid colors. The funky patterns and leaf shapes and all that stuff I'm going to work on this summer. But for right now, we're going to look at what we were able to come up with as far as colors just using standard seed petunias. So you ready? I'm ready. Let's start it off with my favorite one so far. This by far is my absolute favorite. So this one was hybridized with the dark purple. And there's a little bit of purple veining in on the front and then a purple throat. On the outside, we have purple veins on the blossom. So I like this one. This is something that I kind of nerd out with. I would plant this up with a purple petunia, exactly like this petunia here, because this is the donor plant material. These are cuttings off of the original plant that I planted up. So this is the actual purple. So because it has some of those hints of color, that's the one that it's going to match with best. I like that one a lot. And I can tell with some of these what they were actually crossed with just because of the colors that are resulting. So this one will turn out similar. It's got that purple veining on the outside. It's got a light colored blossom. This one's going to be a little bit darker because I'm seeing a little bit more color on that, but also has the purple veining. And then this one's going to just be, well, I don't know. That one is going to be interesting. We'll see in about 3 days on that one. All right, let's look at a couple more of those. Now, it is budworm season, so there's some holes in this blossom. So I'm going to go get some BT spray. Is that no? And I'll find that guy. But this one is kind of a light lavender. These are all outside, which is why you're seeing the thrips on there. There is veining is just light green, but that's a light lavender with a purple throat. This one is like a pale yellow with purple throat there, which is kind of interesting. I do like that one, and I hope that's, there you go. This one's a light yellow with a little bit of purple veining in the center. Oh, this one is definitely a lavender. So there's deep purple veining in there. The veining is okay there. And any of these may change as the blossom and the plant ages. This is going to be a kind of a darker pinky purple. Sorry, There's going to be a darker pinky purple. There's a few more purples in there. There's our variegated one all the way down there, hiding in the middle. We have some brighter pinks that are starting to form. There's the brighter pinks. Some purples. This one has lighter veining. It just has a hint of pink to it. And then there's some darker purples. So anyway, those are the hybrids that we had show up. And again, this is my first batch. So the goal on this one is to go through and select blossom colors that I like that I'm going to cross back to. These were definitely an upright petunia. They need to be refined a little bit more. I need to kind of bring that height down. And the hard part about that is I don't want to wash out the colors too much when I do that. So I might be picking some of the ones that are a little bit darker and hybridizing back with those in hopes to maintain some of that color. So it may take me, well, it's going to take me several generations of crossing back and forth to get something that I'm happy with. But these are my F1s. My goal for today is to kind of sit out here, and I'm going to shoot a video when I do that. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to label each petunia, and then I'm going to classify it by its color. The labeling, it's going to be kind of straightforward. It's all letters and numbers right now. So it's going to be F1 24. So it's an F1 generation. It's a first generation. 24 is the year that they were hybridized. When I go into ones for this one, I may add and I'll come up with a good coding system there, but everything is going to be documented from here on out. I know what plants we started with. I know what colors we started with. But from here on out, I need to know which plants we're crossing back and forth to so I can create those lines. But anyway, pretty excited for some of those colors. I'll take some photographs of those. Video at night, I don't have equipment that will be able to process that much light so that you can see them glow on video, but I can post a bunch of photos to the posts tab of my YouTube page. So if you go up there where it says posts, I'll be putting individual posts there for the colors, and I'll try to get day and night shots of each one. But anyway, that's where we're at. It's first day open for blossoms, and kind of excited. I'm going to try to have to work quickly. The breeze has already picked up. We're supposed to have 50-mile-an-hour gusts today, so it'll be pretty bad for filming if I wait too much longer. Anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you learned something. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.